My mother and father divorced when I was in kindergarten. It was very traumatic for me. I didn't see my father much at all anymore after that. Um, so I was raised by my mom as a single mother. My mother worked a lot. She was always working, it seemed like, and when she was home, she was either sleeping or having to do housework and the daily duties of being a single mom herself. So I was pretty much left on my own to do whatever I could find to do. Got into partying, drinking, drugs, ended up being kicked out of high school, and partying, hanging out with the wrong crowds, and very sexually promiscuous, which led me to, at 13, getting pregnant. Having my mother found out, she was the one that figured out I was pregnant, and immediately, it wasn't even a question, she just said abortion. Everything happened so fast, I didn't even know, I was still in shock that I was even pregnant, and then having an abortion, and I did not take that well. That was extremely rough. I wanted to die. I don't talk about this much. I wanted to die. I no longer wanted to live. I had killed a baby. My own baby. Once it was done, it was kind of brushed under the rug. It wasn't really talked about again. The feelings and issues weren't addressed. Everything just kind of went on the same after that. I asked to be put on birth control, and that was a no, because this just shouldn't happen again. Okay, so then 2 years later, at 15, I wound up pregnant again. Honestly, I don't know how she found out about Solve, but this was where we ended up. We ended up coming here to the office and met Helen for the first time, who was just a dear, and sat down with her, and she just kind of said, well, what are you thinking? What do you want to do? And I said, well, I know I don't want to kill my baby, and I was assuming I at the time was feeling adoption. I want this baby to have a life, and if we can find a family, etc. She said, well, we'll do it. We'll see what we can do. And I met the house mother at the time, and was coming into intake, and next thing I know, I was here, and it was such a blessing to be here. It gave my mother time to settle, let everything settle in. It gave me time away from her, so we weren't at each other's throats all the time. It just gave us time to think and try to figure out what the plan was. The farther I got along, the more I realized I didn't want to give my baby up for adoption. But if I had to, I still would have. But just the further I got along, I was like, no, I want to keep this baby. And then my mom, as time went on, I don't want you to give up your baby. We'll make this work. So it gave us the time apart to, I guess, let things sink in and know that this is what we wanted. And being at Solve enabled me to continue to go to school, get to the doctor's appointments. I had so much support, because outside of Solve was in a time where it was so judged to be young, not married, and pregnant. So everywhere I went, I felt that judgment until I came to Solve. And I knew as soon as I walked in, everybody was in the same boat as I was. And there was a comfort in that. And it helped you to get through that pregnancy. Knowing that you didn't mess up, or if you did, it was okay with God. The house mother and everybody made you feel that you're still human, and you just are going to learn to deal with what you have now, and everything goes on, and it's okay. And it was just such a huge part of my life. I've never forgotten it. All this time later, it's still in my heart. It's still there. Being here, especially with our house mother, Vicky, She spoke of God so highly, and the not feeling judged here put the best taste in my mouth for being a Christian. This is what did it, was here. Because other people that had judged me said they were Christians, but yet I still felt that judgmental feeling from them. But he didn't get that here, and that was huge. That was huge in that part of my life. Rusty is the joy of our lives. He's the teddy bear of the family. He's the only man in our family, so he's just awesome. He's a gentle giant, and we can't imagine life without him at all.